So registered South Africans have until midnight today to apply for special votes. And if you wish to apply at IEC offices, you have until 5 p.m. to do so. The IEC has to date received over 1 million applications, with the Eastern Cape having the highest hits with over 200,000. There are two categories of special votes. There are home visits for the infirm or those who have impaired mobility, and those who wish to vote early at their voting station. Let's get a better understanding of this. Bring in the CEO now of the IEC, Mamabolo, who joins us via our video link. Mr. Mamabolo, great to see you as always. Thanks very much indeed for making time. It feels like we've reached one of those milestones for the IEC with just hours to go before special votes close down. Generally speaking, how has it fared so far?
Well, it has went very well. Of course, we are experiencing a last-minute rush. Earlier this morning, we were doing 18,000 applications per minute. Clearly people are interested, and people do want to get benefit of special votes. Just to reiterate that the home visits are solely meant for those who are unable to travel to voting stations because they may be infirm or because their mobility is impaired. Those people are entitled to be visited at home if they apply by today. And then the rest of us who are not able to be at the voting station on election, they have an opportunity to apply to vote early on either the 27th or 28th at the voting station where we are registered.
Yeah, my understanding is that as part of this application, of course, you have to give reasons around why you want the special vote. How does the IEC double check, if you like, that those reasons are legitimate?
No, of course, if you want a home visit, we work on the understanding that you are indeed infirm and unable to go. So we will confirm that upon our entry at your home or house or hospital even. Now, the rest of us who are voting at the voting station, all you need to prefer is that you won't be in your voting district on the day, and that is sufficient for you to be entitled to vote at your voting station on either the 27th or 28th. There is no mechanical inquiry that is held to determine whether indeed you're going to be out of your voting station or not.
All right. So I suppose the IEC is not really trying to have a lot of hurdles to get through, barriers for people who want special votes for whatever reason.
Indeed. Remember, we're trying to our framework allows for people those who are in special circumstances, not to lose their right of franchise. And also those who may not be in special circumstance, but are not able to travel to the voting station on election day. Then it gives them an opportunity to do so on either the 27th or the 28th. That's the flexibility that is inherent in our framework, to ensure that maximum opportunity is given for voters to make their political choices.
Right. We're also just days away from, our missions overseas, from, they're carrying out the elections. And I suppose in a way, there's a lot of interest to kind of see how that has fared. There was an announcement, I think it was earlier this week, that ballot papers have officially been shipped abroad. What's the update around how that is faring? Does the IEC feel ready? I think it's for the 7th and 8th of May.
No, we feel confident about giving those South Africans who are outside the country an opportunity to also cast their ballots. We can confirm that the material that they need to activate the voting process is already gone overseas, and colleagues are confirming receipt. And on the 17th and 18th, the ball will start rolling at the missions. We are confident that that process as well will work well. Special attention is being given to London for obvious reasons. There's close to 25,000 people who are going to be voting in London. So that's quite massive. In fact, an official of ours has already joined the mission to try to help them with the planning process. The same will be happening in respect of The Hague, where we have 5,500 people registered. So the training of the staff at the missions happened last week, Monday. They received their training, and the ball is rolling. So barring any major catastrophe, things are going to go well at all the missions that are going to be operating on either the 17th and the 18th of May.
Yeah, we know there was some kind of litigation around increasing the available voting polls overseas. I think it was the DA who took the matter to court. There hasn't been a final kind of bid on that, if my memory serves, and I'm sure you'll correct me if I'm wrong. But I suppose it's difficult to halt what needs to happen, even though there's a court case that's still unfolding.
Well, the Electoral Court issued its reasons for the order it issued earlier, and the Commission has filed an application for leave to appeal. And the effect of filing the application for leave to appeal is to suspend the order. So currently that order is suspended, and we work on the basis of the law as it exists. And we hope that in time, the matter will be ventilated proper before the Supreme Court of Appeal, and a decision will be made whether honorary consuls should be read in within the word consulate. So that is the position at the moment, that the order is currently suspended.
If the court doesn't rule in your favor, can the IEC do anything about that, given the time constraints?
No, I think it's unlikely that we could do much about that situation at the moment, because, as you know, the IEC doesn't own facilities outside of the country. We are dependent on DECO, which has facilities outside of the country, and we use those facilities to offer an election service to people. And therefore, it is important that whatever way the matter goes, the capacity of DECO and the resources that they have be brought to bear on finalizing the question, because no point will be served in agreeing to a situation that becomes impossible. If there's objective impossibility in implementing whatever course of action is ordered, it has to be predicated on DECO's ability to establish those voting facilities in the places that are sought. So really, we are dependent on DECO because we don't have those facilities outside of the country.
Yeah, hence my question. Fair enough. It's amazing how much can take place within a week, CEO. Hard to believe that it was earlier this week that there was a controversy around signatures and the IEC's ability to confirm those signatures. You've released a statement saying that you're waiting on law enforcement to take the lead on this one. Have they said anything yet?
No, we are in touch with the investigating authorities. They've asked for us to give them a bit more time, and we expect them to get back to us in the next few hours or days. And whatever they say will inform the next course of action that the Commission may or may not take.
All right. Sam Mamabolo is the CEO of the IEC. We always appreciate your time, sir. Thanks very much indeed for speaking to us. And yeah, I suppose we're also waiting with bated breath to see what comes out of these many moving parts as we count down to the 29th of May.